Oh, what is bobber hunting?
It's a sport.
It's a sport, and it really actually involves more than just bobbers. So what do? So the sport itself consists of getting out on the lake and finding bobbers and lures wherever you may find them on the lake, and that's bobber hunting.
You have to go in a boat.
It's a lot like fishing. Like you're gonna go in a boat and you're gonna go throw stuff down and try to find fish on the lake. We actually just go around the lake and try to find what's left from fishing, the bobbers and the lures and the other stuff. That's bobber hunting, kind of.
So you ride in a boat
Okay.
really slowly
Okay.
along the shoreline, and you look for things in trees and on the shore.
And in the water. I think that's better.
And then you
What
cut
she
them
said.
out of the trees and the shore and pick them out of the water.
And it involves all kinds of tools and know-how. When did we start and how did we start?
We started because when we bought the cabin, we had a wooden fishing boat that had a 5 horsepower motor on it,
Oh, we did.
and it only went really slowly. And so we could only go putt, 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 putt. And we were going so slowly that we could just see everything on the shoreline as we passed. And then we used to take the babies in the boat at nap time because the boat motor was really loud and it would instantly put them to sleep.
Really the only way Gerhard ever got to sleep.
And so it was super nice to be out on the lake and have the babies take a nap.
It was. And so one day we were boating, this is my recollection, we were boating just kind of over by Casey's in that little harbor there, little bay, and we were boating in the bay and we looked up on the tree and we're like, hey, look at that, there's a big lure like up in the tree there. But this is where we were like, wow, we really need to start looking for these things. We were seeing them all over. But there was a time when we started to see things. I believe it was in the bay. I'm actually very 100% certain.
Could be a juicy lure, guys.
I don't know, it looks like it could be.
Or like one of those little plastic wormy things.
I'm saying it's a lure.
No. Shut up. We started bobber hunting. We started bobber hunting when Gerhard was like, I don't know, 3? One.
Well, Keegan was
Little.
2 when he found his first bobber
And
in that cove over by the Boy Scouts.
So that's we remember that together.
that
the
was
same exact
that was
memory.
very clearly
I remember.
we've been bobber
I
hunting.
remember Oscar or or whoever he is, Keegan's first bobber there too.
Yeah.
Found it.
Yeah. So we'd been bobber hunting for a while.
Okay,
and
yeah.
he was 2.
So we've been bobber hunting for 20 plus years.
So it was clearly a family activity by the time that Kaisa was born in 2004. She went bobber hunting her whole life. And her first birthday cake was a bobber. And she burnt her finger actually because she went poked at the fire and went bobber and burned her finger and then learned what fire was. But before she said 2 words at the same time about, she said mama and she said bobber. She might have said bobber first.
Well, definitely before Papa.
Yeah, definitely. So that
Yeah.
was 2005. So we've been bobber hunting for years and years by that point. Sometimes we go bobber hunting on other lakes. So most of these are from our lake, but sometimes we take our boat out to other lakes with varying success. And sometimes now people find bobbers in other parts of the world and they send them to us when they find them. We have one from Vietnam.
We have one from Sweden, what we found in Sweden.
Yeah, we found some in Germany, Florida, Ecuador, California. The best of the collection is on the front porch.
Each of these strands is 100 bobbers, and at one time recently we kind of counted them, and I believe they were like, I'm going to make it up, 18 17, 18 of these strands. So there's 1,800 right now of the bobbers up here. And then we used to carry a bunch more lures here, but we have, I'm guessing, a couple hundred lures here right now. And then we keep adding more and more things for bobbers. So we made these lamps a bunch of years ago, and we made that lamp over in the corner recently, and they're hanging everywhere in the cabin, right? I mean, we still have a whole shit ton to get to do stuff with.
What do you need to know to be a